Heroes aren't immune to loss, no matter how powerful they are. In Wonder Woman number 14, 2024, Diana experiences a tragedy that shatters her world and drives her to create something extraordinary from the ashes. This story explores love, grief, defiance, and the enduring power of legacy. The issue begins with a devastating moment. Trevor, Diana's longtime partner and the love of her life, is killed by the Sovereign, a ruthless and dangerous new adversary. The Sovereign isn't just another villain. He's calculated, cruel, and knows how to strike where it hurts the most. Steve's death is brutal. Shot in the chest, he's left bleeding as the Sovereign throws his body into the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. This moment isn't just about Steve dying, it's about sending a message to Diana. The Sovereign knows how much Steve means to her, and this act of violence is meant to break her spirit. Imagine being Diana at that moment. A godlike warrior, capable of moving mountains, but powerless to save the one person who grounded her, the one who reminded her of the humanity she fights for. It's a loss that cuts deeper than any blade, but the tragedy doesn't end there. Because of her fugitive status, tied to the ongoing events in the Wonder Woman series, Diana can't even attend Steve's funeral. She's forced to watch from the shadows, unable to publicly mourn the man she loved. Weeks pass, and Diana waits for the moment when Steve's service flag is presented to a distant relative. It's a quiet, heart-wrenching scene as Diana, cloaked in her grief, sneaks into the service, takes the flag, and leaves behind a sticky note. A sticky note. It's such a small, human act from someone who has fought gods and monsters, but it speaks volumes about the pain she's enduring. In that moment, you can feel Diana's loss. She's not just mourning Steve, she's mourning the life they could never have together, a life cut short by violence and duty. Even in her grief, she has to steal a moment to honor him. For weeks, Diana carries this pain. But as the Amazons have taught her, pain can be a teacher. In her sorrow, Diana reflects on her own origins. She was crafted from clay by her mother, Queen Hippolyta, and brought to life by the blessings of the gods. It's a story of creation born from love and purpose. And Diana decides to follow in her mother's footsteps. Diana returns to Themyscira, seeking the sacred clay used for divine creations. This isn't just an act of magic, it's an act of defiance. Diana knows she can't bring Steve back, but she can create something that embodies their love and legacy. Something that carries forward what they both stood for. But this act isn't as simple as molding clay. To bring her child to life, Diana must steal the threads of her and Steve Trevor's souls from the Fates themselves. This is a bold move, even for Wonder Woman. The Fates are ancient, powerful entities who control the destinies of gods and mortals alike. To defy them is to defy the natural order of life and death. And yet, Diana succeeds. Using her indomitable will and the strength of her love for Steve, she bonds their soul threads together, weaving them into a golden thread of life. This thread becomes the essence of their daughter, Elizabeth Marston Prince, named after Steve's grandmother, as he had wished. In this act, Diana doesn't just create a child, she creates hope. Lizzie, as she's affectionately called, is a symbol of resilience, love, and the power to build something beautiful from the wreckage of loss. When Lizzie comes to life, it's a moment of pure magic. Blessed by the gods, she inherits the best of both her parents. From Diana, she gains strength, courage, and the warrior spirit. From Steve, she carries compassion, determination, and an unwavering sense of justice. Lizzie isn't just Diana's daughter. She's Steve's as well, a living reminder of the love they shared. But Lizzie's creation is more than personal. It's a challenge to the Sovereign, a declaration that even in the face of death and destruction, Wonder Woman refuses to give in to despair. Through Lizzie, Diana shows that her legacy isn't just about power, it's about love, hope, and the courage to rebuild. Wonder Woman number 14 isn't just a story about loss, it's about what comes after. It's about how even the strongest heroes can grieve, and how that grief can lead to something extraordinary. Lizzie isn't just a daughter, She's a living testament to love, resilience, and the enduring power of legacy. What do you think of Lizzie's creation? Can she live up to Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor's legacy, or will she forge a path entirely her own? Let us know in the comments.